For over 2 centuries, the United States has projected itself as the land of the free, the beacon of democracy, and the greatest defender of human rights. But behind this carefully crafted image lies a different reality, one of secrecy, manipulation, and unchecked power. From hidden government programs and shadow wars to presidential secrets and media control, we pull back the curtain on the secrets the U.S. government never wanted you to know. This is Shadows of Power, a journey beyond the evidence. Every American president has secrets. Some are personal, others are matters of national security, and some are so dark that they remain classified for decades. Franklin D. Roosevelt, FDR. FDR, the man who led the nation through World War II, was paralyzed from polio, but few Americans knew this at the time. His administration worked tirelessly to hide his condition, fearing it would make him appear weak in the eyes of the world. John F. Kennedy, JFK. JFK projected youth and vitality, but behind closed doors, he was battling Addison's disease, chronic pain, and a dependence on prescription drugs. He was also entangled in secret affairs that some believe played a role in his tragic assassination. Richard Nixon and Watergate. The Watergate scandal exposed Nixon's illegal activities, but it was only a small part of a much larger web of government deception. The full story of how far Nixon's administration went to silence dissent is still not fully known. Ronald Reagan and Iran-Contra. Reagan's administration secretly sold weapons to Iran, America's sworn enemy, and used the profits to fund Contra rebels in Nicaragua. This operation, hidden from Congress and the American people, was one of the most dangerous abuses of power in modern history. The deep state, a government within a government. Elected officials come and go, but the real power in Washington lies in the hands of an unseen network, intelligence agencies, high-ranking military officials, and corporate elites. This hidden force, often referred to as the deep state, has influenced American policies for decades. COINTELPRO, 1956 to 1971. Under FBI Director J. Edgar Hoover, the U.S. government spied on civil rights leaders, journalists, and activists. Martin Luther King Jr. was a prime target. The FBI sent him anonymous letters urging him to commit suicide, fearing his influence on American society. Operation Paperclip, 1945 to 1959. After World War II, the U.S. secretly brought over 1,600 Nazi scientists to America, shielding them from prosecution in exchange for their knowledge in aerospace and weapons technology. Many of these scientists helped develop NASA, but others were involved in unethical human experiments. Operation Northwoods, 1962. Declassified documents reveal that U.S. military officials once proposed faking terrorist attacks on American soil to justify war with Cuba. The plan was ultimately rejected by President Kennedy, but the fact that it was even considered raises chilling questions. The black budget, the money we'll never see, cut to classified documents stamped TOPSECRET. The camera zooms into grainy images of underground military bases. Where does your tax money really go? Every year, billions of dollars disappear into what is known as the black budget, a secret fund that finances covert operations, advanced military projects, and experimental technology. Area 51 and advanced weapons testing. For decades, Area 51 was denied by the government. Now, we know it's home to some of the most advanced experimental aircraft ever developed. But what else is hidden there? Secret space programs. Some insiders claim that the U.S. has already developed space-based weaponry and anti-gravity aircraft, far beyond what the public knows. The missing $21 trillion. In 2018, a shocking report revealed that the Pentagon could not account for over $21 trillion. Where did this money go? Operation Mockingbird, controlling the narrative. What if the news you trust isn't the truth at all? Since the Cold War, intelligence agencies have manipulated the media to control public perception. CIA infiltration of the media. During Operation Mockingbird, the CIA placed operatives inside major newspapers, television stations, and Hollywood. Journalists were paid to write stories favorable to the government while suppressing dissenting voices. Modern social media control. Today, social media companies work closely with intelligence agencies to combat disinformation. But who decides what the truth is? The secrets of war, what they never told us. Every war America has fought has its hidden motives. While the public is fed one narrative, the reality is often far more sinister. Gulf of Tonkin Incident, 1964. The Vietnam War escalated after the U.S. claimed North Vietnam attacked an American ship. But declassified reports reveal the attack never happened. It was a lie used to justify war. Weapons of mass destruction, 2003. The Iraq War was launched on the claim that Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction. Decades later, no such weapons were found. Was the war fought under false pretenses? What lies ahead? For every secret uncovered, a dozen remain hidden. Some say these operations are necessary to keep America safe. Others believe they are a betrayal of democracy itself. What other secrets are buried in the vaults of Washington? Will the truth ever be fully revealed? Or will the cycle of secrecy continue, hidden behind the promise of national security? The answers may never come, but one thing is certain. The American government's greatest secrets are still waiting to be discovered.